I was lucky enough to serve in a bipartisan legislature where Republicans had control of the Senate and Democrats had control of the House. It wasn't that long ago, and it meant that both sides had to work together to find common ground since either side could kill the other's bills. These negotiations took more time, and while I served 4 regular legislative sessions, I also served an additional 6 special sessions. It wasn't always easy, but we ended up with a much better work product when we worked together. In fact, we were passing these bipartisan budgets with over 90% support. Since Republicans lost control of the Senate in 2016, however, the state budget has doubled. Few of us can look back over the past 8 years and say our salaries have doubled. We're expected to live within our means, but that hasn't been the case for Olympia. One-party rule has been brutal for our state's economy, and much of the Eastern Washington folks now feel completely disenfranchised. This came to a head last year when Democrats gained 3/5 supermajorities in both the House and the Senate. Now they don't need a single Republican vote even to pass bonds, which are a key component of the budgets. If they gain a 2/3 supermajority like California, they can run constitutional amendments to eliminate the 3/5 requirement to approve bonds or raise the debt limit, allow a progressive income tax, or further weaken the initiative process, which is currently the only check on the majority party's power in Olympia. However, there is hope. In 2008, Republicans had even fewer seats in the Senate than they do now, and by 2012 they formed the Majority Coalition Caucus with a few moderate Democrats to take control of the chamber. Things can change very quickly if the momentum shifts. Just picking up this one Senate seat will break the current Democratic supermajority so Republicans can stop the worst of the worst bills and provide some checks and balances on the majority party's power. And if we also pick up the seat in the special election for the 26th district this year, Republicans will only be 4 seats away from an outright majority going into the midterms. We could soon be back to working together to find common ground on each piece of legislation and on every budget.